Hello everybody and welcome back to the ThirstySMP. Do we need to rename this server? I have been thinking about it. I'm recording this pretty much immediately after finishing my first episode, which was a bit of a tour and going over what already exists in this world, since we are starting to make content on my server after we've built a few things here and there, just a couple of small things. Today's mission is we are going to be tackling my chest monster, and now I'll admit I know it doesn't look like much, I know it doesn't look that bad, but what you're missing is this chest full of shulker boxes that are full of junk. So that's what we're tackling today. Just before I filmed my tour, I set up this little storage area here in the giant tree trunk. And if you're wondering why episode 2 of the world looks like this, then go check out the first episode of this series. Oh, the great restocking. Okay. This is a prized possession. Is a very rare and coveted item. The Decra head. Oh my gosh, this is the first thing to go in my valuables chair. Hi, friend. I think we've done it. Everything is organized. We also have this little bed area set up with my first ever tools from this world. These shock boxes are still here because they're things that I'm going to put into my villager trading hall, or that are going to the community center, or that need to go into my shop, or just be thrown out. So yeah, that's the storage system for now. We will definitely be expanding it. I'm not sure whether we'll just make it longer or if we'll make a secondary section for deep storage for different things. We shall see. All I know is that Twitch chat is going to be very proud of me for defeating my chest monster. Now I want to get into mapping out some of these farms. I also just threw this down out here. It's fine. It's a little ugly. But look, we don't have any chests out here anymore, and I'm very, very happy about that. I think what I want to do now is clear a lot more space around here and wiping out a bunch of these trees so that we have tons of space for different farms and landscape. And I think I'm going to do a lot of this over on Twitch at twitch.tv/LilyOffline. If you're not already following me over there, go and check it out. And it's done! It might not look like a lot, but this was like a 3-hour stream, and we had a good time. It was nice and chill. It was much earlier in the morning than I thought it was. I really need to sort out my stream schedule. So we've built up the wheat farm, we have a big carrot patch, and we've laid out where we're going to be building our barn. And if you keep following it up here, you end up at melons and pumpkins. I am not quite sure how I want to plant all of these, so I've just kind of planted them sporadically to see how they grow, because I can't really remember the growth patterns of them. So we'll see how that ends up, and we'll adjust as we go, I guess. I really like this little retaining wall. I think it does a lot. And of course the wheat farm is mostly cosmetic. I am considering adding that kind of retaining wall area to the edges of it because I don't like the exposed dirt. But this texture and this texture are pretty similar from far away. Like, you see that? You can't tell the difference from here. So we will continue to expand this farmland. We're going to be adding some decor to these paths and kind of get all of this texturing in all the way up. But a lot of that progress is being held back by needing to do a bit more terraforming there and building the barn. Ooh, monsters! Oh, bad monsters. Bad, 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 bad. No, 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 no. Oh yes, we want to make sure that this is lit up. I haven't had any creeper incidents so far this season, and I don't plan on starting now. Now, I don't have any footage of me building the barn, because when I logged out of Minecraft before to go and get a bagel and another cup of coffee, I got a notification from Minecraft saying that my game had run out of memory. It then crashed, and when I loaded back in, I had lost half of my replay files. But I have now allocated a bunch more RAM to the game. My computer's a bit of a work machine. I actually have 64 gigs of RAM, so it's not like I don't have any to spare. So hopefully we should never face those kinds of issues ever again. And here it is, here's the barn. I went for a very stock standard kind of design and opted for the overgrown mossy roof to kind of blend in a little more with the vibe that we have going on around here. We also have this paddock over here for cows. Originally I had trapdoors on some of these for depth, but the cows can just jump right over that apparently. So, but if we come inside, we have a few bits of decor, and I also moved the bone meal machine into here. I just emptied my little mob farm, that's why it's full of bones. We have tons and tons of storage over here for if I ever actually want to put anything there. And access out to the paddock, of course. I'm super happy with it. I think it's very cute. I do need to come through all of this and de-torchify it though. Fill it up with lanterns and hidden light sources underground. That might actually be one of our big projects coming up, is to spawn-proof this whole area without using torch spam. Last night while I was playing D&D, I broke down a lot of these ores that I had to be broken down and built up a little furnace array. And this has been chugging along very hard at work. We have just furnaces behind here. These ones we can put ores in, and if we ever need to restock fuel, we can just come behind here and put them into those barrels. I like it, it's cute, and I think it's even bigger than I need it to be because I have an iron farm, so I don't ever actually need to smelt up that much. I wanted to— whoa! Whoa! Oh yeah, her house is gone. Cool. Oh, this is going to be really cool. Floating islands. I love floating islands. Oh, that's really cool. You get such a good view of everything from up here too. This is another reason I like that we're all so close together. Like, look at that. My little tree trunk. The commercial district. I have my render down pretty far as well. Like, I have a pretty short render just for performance reasons. But I wanted to take you guys over to the shopping area because I realized I never really talked about the community center, and also I want to check for sales. I did only restock this last night, so I have doubts. We came away with 6 diamonds. I also wanted to show you guys that we are now officially over 2 stacks of diamond blocks. Diamond Beacon is in our future, I think. But let's talk about this big boy. This is actually the second community center I've started building. We originally had one that was over here. It was fully kitted out. It was gorgeous. I really liked it. But I wasn't happy with the location, and we all kind of agreed that it was too modern and sleek and not rainbow enough. So I stripped it all down and rebuilt over here because nobody had built a shop in this direction yet. Now this does border on the medieval and the futuristic district, but because it's the community center, it gets away with anything. I wasn't really happy with the location because these shops were starting to crop up in front of it. I built it a bit too far back, and I really want new players, because this is our spawn area, I want new players to be able to come in and be like, oh, community center, and immediately know that this is where they can come to find any information and anything else that they need. So one of my main plans for this building is to have it to be some sort of like introductory area to the server. So you'll be able to see the map once we've mapped out the whole thing. When you kind of spawn in, you'll be able to look through the windows and see it here. So you can come in and be like, whoa, like, oh yeah, there's an area over there that looks cool that nobody's built in yet. Things like that. And then you'll be able to come over here and there'll be a book, lectern, signs and things that have tons and tons of information. Everybody is pretty generous, but I don't really think we'll ever do starter kits. Maybe. I'll think about that. We also eventually want everybody to come in and grab a banner, rename it, and label their base so that when we go around and do the big mapping project, we can have it fully labeled with who is where. So another of my main goals for this area, other than it being in sort of information center, is to help fund community-based projects. Say, for example, you need to connect your base up in any way to the Nether Hub rail network, the underground subway, anything like that. There will be supplies provided by the community for you to be able to do that easily. And we want keeping everybody connected to be as easy as possible. I haven't really decided on a design for the back yet or how far back it's going to go. So we've just kind of left it open until we figure that out. But I feel like this will probably be some sort of industrial looking storage room. This block here just marks where the subway is underground, and I think we're going to have stairs going down. This will all be beautiful, beautiful gardens eventually. And there'll be stairs going down to the community center nether portal. And somewhere in the garden we will have bubble elevators that connect up to the subway system underground. So that's just kind of the idea for the community center. I also have been having a few ideas for other shops I want to build over in that direction somewhere. But I think that's going to be a job for next episode. I know this one has been a little bit short and fast, but I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, consider leaving a like and maybe subscribing so you don't miss any episodes from this server or any of my other series if that's something you're interested in. Also check me out on Twitch. I stream from this world, a bunch of other worlds, and a few other games. But either way, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are in the world.